So we back with another video, and today we got y'all boys with season 6, and we gonna be going over the best animations. Now, depending on what this video got or what 2K has dropped, I'm gonna be honest, 2K has been gatekeeping animation for too long. We're gonna start getting into like doing a tier list of all the animations and stuff like that. So if you guys do want that, make sure to like the video. But today we're gonna be giving y'all the best animations. We're gonna be going over what's new for the season. We're gonna go over the season rewards, everything in this video. It's gonna be a day later than I usually drop it, but I've been a little sick, so I had to wait a little bit. But we got that with y'all today. Now, if you guys want more videos like this, I can give y'all the dribble tutorial now, because this is the last chance I'm giving 2K to stop gatekeeping the best animations. This is the last chance I'm giving 2K to do all, like, give everything, because we got to get this stuff out the way. But yeah, you guys want more, just make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Without further ado though, let's hop into it. Let's go! Alright, so hopping into it for the new season. First thing I've done on the season, let me claim my season 1. Didn't play the last season too crazy, but let's see what we got. So we got a ball trail. I think this is like the 2K 16 meter. It's either the 16 meter. It reminds me more of the 16, but sometimes they be trying to bring back the 15 and 16. But this is the 17, I mean, not 16, but this is the 17 meter. The player indicators is not crazy to me. Okay, so they added new green releases for the teams. I'm probably gonna put on that heat when I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what the season emote packs are even do. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what that do. A hero mask, 2K20, a 2K20 banner. I think they've been updating that like every single season. So they went 19, 20. I think next season they're gonna do 21. A boosted sleeve, another 2 times XP, some banners, a My Team pack for playing the park, medieval gauntlets, comic book tees, another My Team pack. Oh, they got like a Goku hairstyle. That's interesting. I can see people trying to make like Goku builds now for like videos, but okay, so they got an upgraded jetpack. I don't know what that means, but the jetpack is a level 30 reward. I've never had the jetpack, so I'm probably gonna get that. I ain't gonna lie. If I played enough. That AI banner actually not hard. I'm not bad. I mean, that joint kind of hard. I ain't gonna cut. But more My Team parts, a 2-hour token, a suit. Okay, so they got core badge patterns instead of badge upgrades. I think I heard something about that, but now they all have shooting in it. Where the last one didn't have shooting. That was a big complaint by me last time. And then we got like the little glider from like I guess this is like the Green Goblin glider. I don't know what else this could even be a reference to. Now, current gen I've heard has different rewards. I think they have like a mascot. I think I did see something like that, but I don't know if they get the jetpack. I don't know if they get the glider. I don't know what they don't get. But yeah, that's pretty much the season 6 rewards. All right, so let's get into like the new animations and stuff like that. So let's see, what do they all have? So let's just show off. So let's see what they got new. So if it's new, it's gonna say season 6 bot. If it's not gonna, you know what I'm saying, it's just not gonna be on here. So I kind of have a feeling they didn't add too much. Okay, so the DRose, and they got a new base for like, this actually don't look bad. Who base is that? That looks like a popular base from that looks kind of like a Zach LaVine, Dre Young base from previous years. That's interesting. Goran Dragic, I guess this is like the small guard jump shot for the season. That doesn't look bad. I'm not gonna lie. That doesn't look terrible. That kind of reminds me of the Gallinari base from like 17, I guess. Let's see if they got any new bases besides those two, besides Goran Dragic and DeMar DeRozan. Al Horford, so they got a new big man base. That doesn't look terrible. I'm gonna be honest. That doesn't look terrible. Let's see. Let's keep going. Let's keep scrolling. May not be any more, but we're not even halfway through like the names. I'm not gonna lie. But that is one for each category, so I wouldn't be surprised. And there was no more. There was literally no more. I'm pretty sure they didn't add no new layups. They didn't. See if they added any new dunks. They didn't. Okay, dribble pull-ups. Let's see if they had any new dribble pull-ups. Okay, so Kawhi has a new dribble pull-up. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad for a pull-up. I mean, I'm still gonna probably stick with what I use. Spin jumper. Trae Young has a spin jumper now. I'm gonna be honest, Trae Young spin jumper is really good. Hop jumper. Zion has a hop jumper now. I don't think anybody's using that. I'm not gonna lie, 2K. Okay, post fades. Michael Jordan. Oh, they got Michael Jordan post fade now. Okay, so they got a Kobe and a Michael Jordan post fade. That's interesting. No hooks. No post shots. Just getting the dribble moves. Dribble moves. Kyrie Irving now has a dribble style, so but you need a 90 feel ball. So unless you were making like those 92, 90, you know what I'm saying? That I'll be trying to tell y'all for the rebirths. Yeah. Now we don't know if this is gonna be meta or anything like on the level of Michael Jordan and stuff like that, but that shall be tested. But yeah. Signature size up. Okay, so we have a couple. Okay, so Damian Lillard's signature size up is not in the game. So you need a 90 ball handle and you got to be under 6'5". So you can't even use that if you're 6'5" and up. Jason Tatum has a new one. You only need a 70 ball handle and you got to be under 6'10". This actually don't look bad though. This looks decent. I'm not gonna lie. That looked decent. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, size up escape. Zach LaVine has one now. That's interesting. You need an 80 ball handle and it has no height requirement at all whatsoever. I want to see what does it have. The hot back? I doubt it. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. It has some decent crabs though. It looked like. All right, moving crossover. J. Cole. I don't know why we were releasing rapper crossovers in season 6, but okay. Moving behind the back. Let's see. Scottie Pippen. This is one that was very popular last year. This low-key reminds me of the Pro, but it's like, oh no, hold on, let me see. This one reminds me a lot of the Pro, but it look a little slower. I don't know, it look a little slower. Nikola Jokic spin. Nikola Jokic has a good spin in 2K for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if y'all watched this man ever play in your life, but that man is not that agile. Triple threat, nothing. And I wish they kind of dropped some new pass styles, but they haven't dropped any new ones since the game dropped. So yeah. Let's see. In-game celebration. Did they drop anything of relevance here? Rocking the baby. So this is probably like the Westbrook. I feel like that would be hard for like a dunk, but they didn't even do it for a dunk. Okay, let's see the park ones. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It don't look like they. Okay, so they got this on here. Curry, Angel Reese. Okay, they got a lot of new ones for the after twos and stuff like that. Okay. 3-run, home run, running free. Okay, so we've seen all these. They got any crazy ones for the park? Nope. Spin splits is crazy. Alright, that's crazy. That's insane. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, hand walk, high step. I think I've seen all these in previous 2Ks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen all those in previous 2Ks. So there's no need to even like dwell on it too crazy. And yeah, that looks like all the new animations for this season. I can look at these too, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Yeah, that looks like all the new animations for the season. Nothing too important, nothing too crazy. That looks like everything. So I was checking my analytics. Even with 100K, we still have 80% of you guys not subscribed. I don't know what else I gotta do. Now, if you guys want to get more in touch with me, you can join the Discord. But how you watching my videos and not subscribe? Subscribe! It's that simple. Alright, so let's hop into the jump shots. So, when it comes to the jump shot, this is probably what a lot of people are coming to the video for. I just dropped a video going over jump shots in an extensive manner. So, I'm not going to go too in detail. That video has shot release timing, everything about shot attributes. Now, some stuff about the shot attributes do not matter on current gen because your jump shot doesn't change timings nearly as much as next gen. So it's a lot of issues on next gen that you don't gotta worry on current gen, but a majority of that stuff in that video you can use from badges, all different types of stuff. Now, I will be updating the badge video and all that type of stuff, so stay tuned. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff that you can go in that video and see. But we gonna still give y'all what I believe is the best jump shots in the game, and also one jump shot I've been gatekeeping for a while, but I went back on one of my videos and I seen somebody comment it, and we're gonna discuss it today. And now, it's gonna be a small guard jump shot. If you know how this game works, they got jump shots based on like heights and stuff like that. So let's hop into it. So first things first is gonna be the guard jump shots. We're gonna go in order for height. So the best jump shot in the game for guards, I do believe, is Stephen Curry. Now this build doesn't get Stephen Curry because you have to have the requirement. If you don't reach the requirement of like a 91 3-pointer, you won't see it at all. So people that be saying, I don't see it, it's because your build just doesn't have the requirement to show it. So I showed you guys with this build because I'm trying to make sure y'all understand that I'm not trolling y'all or scamming y'all. You just don't see it because you don't have the requirement, just like my build doesn't have the requirement. So if you don't have Stephen Curry, I've told y'all time and time again, you're gonna want to go with a KPJ. Now, I'm forgetting my ABCs right now, but yeah, KPJ, Kevin Porter Jr., this man's jump shot is really, really amazing. But there is other jump shots you can use. Now, there are other jump shots you can use. The ones I would recommend are, if you can think of any NBA player that has been a good shooter all time, good shooter in the NBA right now, they're gonna have a good base. But there is one jump shot in particular that is very, very good. That is a carryover from last year. That is very similar to the best jump shot from last year, hands down. That is Jumpshot 3. I have been using it for a little while, but I don't play on small guard too much. But I didn't want people to be just only using this one jump shot. But it's around time. If people put it in the comments now, it's only right that I start showing y'all in the video. And it has to be Kyle Lowry. This is like the jump shot 3 replacement. I think there is other jump shot 3 replacements, just like there are other like Curry replacements. So like you can have a lower 3-point rating. But yeah, Kyle Lowry, and you see the requirements. You have to have an 80 3-pointer, and you have to be under 6'5". So this is the only build that can get it. So yeah. Now when it comes to the releases, when it comes to release 1, I think the best release in the game is Oscar Robertson. So I'm gonna put on Oscar Robertson. That's just me. Now, when it comes to the Curry, I like Curry, but with this jump shot and my stuff, it's just hard to be able to put that on. So I would have to blend it as much as I possibly can, and I just wouldn't be able to put that on. So that's just not gonna work for me. So with this build, I wouldn't be able to even use my go-to. So what I tell you all the time, if there is a NBA player that can shoot, you can put that on with your base, with your release, and you'll be able to get it. So I like using Matt Thomas. I've told y'all time and time again that Matt Thomas is a great release. But the thing is, again, I would have to blend that more towards the middle where I don't really want to do. Now, I can go 65-35 and I'll be straight. I can go 55-45. I can go 50-50. I tell y'all majority of the time 85-15, 75-25, 60-40, and 50-50. That's what I tell y'all all the time. But there are all other releases you can use. If there is an NBA player in the league that can shoot, they're probably going to have a really, really good release. So the one that I actually use for this jump shot, I use Matt Thomas, and I go 67-33, just getting it as good as possible for like the stats and stuff like that. So if you go too high, you lose the release speed, but you do get a better timing impact. So it really depends on what you rather. I went over that in the other video. All right, next is going to be the jump shots for the 6'5" to 6'9". This is pretty much the most popular builds, the swing builds, the wing builds, whatever you want to call them. So first things first, when it comes to the best jump shots, the best base is what really matters. So default swing, that's the jump shot I use for like my low 3-point rating build. So pretty much strictly my no money spent account, but I haven't played on that in a minute, I ain't gonna lie. But that's the base I use, and it's really, really good. It's really, really good, especially once you get used to it. It's pretty much one of the best jump shots in the game for not changing too much, even though it only has a F timing impact, which is quite wild. Now, when it comes to other bases, you can go with LaMelo Ball. You can go with not Jacoby Brissett, but O'Shea Brissett. And I don't know why I said Jacoby Brissett. Bro, he's an NFL player, but O'Shea Brissett. But people tell me that these are bad. Before I was playing my team, I hated O'Shea Brissett. I still don't like LaMelo Ball, but I kind of forced myself to like O'Shea Brissett because I had to learn it for my team. But I mean, I can understand why people say they don't like it because I didn't like it at all either. Now, when it comes to some other bases that you can go with Caldwell Popes, the Vince Carters, the Kobe Bryants. It's a lot of bases that you can go with. If there's an NBA player, you can probably go with it. It's just sometimes going to be a little too slow. So even like the Ray Allens of the world is even really good. Ray Allen is actually a really, really underrated one. But if I'm saying what I believe is the 2 best bases in the game for this build and hype, I'm going to have to say Kyle Kuzma is the number 1. But the thing with Kyle Kuzma, on next gen, it changes too much. Current gen, I can get away with it, but next gen, it just changes way too much. So I can't really go with that one. So if I have to say one that I definitely for sure would love to have, and it doesn't ever really change, I would have to say Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince is my go-to for when my jump shot is changing too much. I just put this on. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Do I use Kyle Kuzma more than Taurean Prince still? Yes, but this is like my perfect backup for if I'm just annoyed at it and it's changing too much. Now, when it comes to the releases I like to go with. Come on now, y'all already know Oscar Robinson. If I can get Oscar Robinson, I'm putting it on. It's that simple. So yeah, I love going with Oscar Robinson. Now, there's some other releases you can go with, like Sadiq Bey, that a lot of people use now. So if you want to go with Sadiq Bey, that's a really good release. It's really, really fast. It has good impact on shot attributes and all that type of stuff. So if you want to go with that, you also can do that as well. So yeah, but I would still kind of blend it 85-15, 75-25, 60-40, or 50-50 more so towards Oscar. But that's really on you. Now, in my opinion, though, the best bases or releases is Larry Bird. You can go with Klay Thompson or Jason Tatum. Those are 3 good ones. But if you want to replace Oscar Robinson with a really fast one, Sadiq Bey is a great one to go with as well. But I like using Oscar and Klay. That's just really what I like to use for my 6'5" to 6'9" builds. So that's just what I'm gonna show you guys. You can also still blend it more. It really all depends on your preference, what you rather. So yeah, that's just really what it is. I've been liking the 60-40 a lot lately, so I'm gonna show y'all this for the video purposes. But just know this, on all my builds, I'm gonna have maximum speed. All right, and last but not least is going to be the big men. Now for the big men, it's really instance what we can do. So I've been showing y'all a lot of bases that y'all can go with. A lot of the people, they've been really gravitating more so to the LaMarcus Aldridge, so this is going to be the one I highly recommend. Now, I had been recommending Brissett because I had got used to Brissett, but it seems like a lot of people are like me before I started forcing myself to like it from playing my team. So I'm not going to recommend this one to y'all. What I really recommend to y'all is the LaMarcus Aldridge, the heaviest. I think even the Al Horford got a chance to be really good, but I'm going to stick to what I know for a fact. Chris Bosh is good, but it's just a little slow. And Kevin Durant, which is good, but it's just a little slow. Now, so yeah, but we're going to go with the LaMarcus Aldridge. Now, when it comes to releases, you got really good releases. If it's for every single one of these types of builds, if it's an NBA player that can shoot, they're most likely going to have a good release. So Towns, Embiid, Jokic have good release, but the best of the best are like the all-time. So you got the K Loves, the Tim Duncans, the Dirk Nowitzkis, even the Kevin Garnetts. They're going to have the best releases. So the ones I like to use the most for my combination, I'm going to probably say I like going Duncan first. And then on my second one, I like going with Dirk Nowitzki. Now, one that makes you guys notice, you can put on like a Duncan and a Larry Bird, but the thing is, Larry Bird is just a little slow. So I don't really like using Larry Bird because it doesn't have that height and it doesn't have that release speed. So I do like going with the Dirk Nowitzki because it's kind of like the big man alternative to the Oscar Robinson, if that makes sense. Let me see if I can learn my ABCs again. Okay, there we go. I'm like, where's bro at? But yeah, this is pretty much the jump shot. You're gonna probably want to blend it more so to Dirk so that you can get better stats. So yeah, it does lower the speed the more so you go towards Dirk. So I'd probably say 50-50 or 60-40 towards Dirk. That's probably what I would go with. And that's pretty much the base and the releases and the release speed and the blendings I would go for on the big man jump shots. Alright, so next is going to be the dribble animation. So first things first is going to be the dribble styles. We're going to go over every single thing. Now, not too much of this has changed. I'm going to be honest, some stuff debatably, but not too much of this has changed. So when it comes to the best dribble style in the game, in my opinion, I think the best bang for your buck is easily Michael Jordan. Now, there are some that you can go with at the certain level. So like 92 plus, you got the Stephen Currys. The 85 plus, you got the Allen Iversons. The 88 plus, you got the Kobe Bryants. But even still, Michael Jordan is as fast, if not faster, than all of these. So, and you only need a 75 plus speed of ball. So the build I'm gonna give y'all very soon, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna replace a lot of builds for a lot of people. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be crazy. But Michael Jordan is the one I definitely highly recommend. I like Damian Lillard, but it's kind of unorthodox. I'm gonna give Kyrie Irving a try, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be just like all his other ones. It's gonna really be more so for like dribble heads, not nothing too like exponentially crazy. So yeah. All right, next is the signature size of it. In my opinion, the best one in the game, hands down, is the DRose. Now, the ones that other people use, they like to use the Steve Francis. They like to use the Trae Youngs. But me personally, DRose easily, hands down. Damian Lillard is a new one. I don't think I'm going to be even testing this. This doesn't even look, it's too slow. It's just way too slow. But Trae Young is really, really good. I'm gonna be able to put this on eventually, just not yet. That's why it says locked. Required. The require says the restricted or required. It says restricted or required if you can't get it. But Jason Tatum, I think this actually has a chance to be the best one for like the 6'5" to 6'9". It actually seems a little fast. I think it could be on the same level as the Trace McGrady. I think Trace McGrady is the best one for the 6'5" to 6'9". And then when it comes to like other ones for the 6'5" to 6'9", I also like De'Aaron Fox. People in the comments gonna always have the animations in the comments, so if you guys do need some other options, they'll probably give y'all some. But yeah, that's probably what I would say. When it comes to bigs, you can probably want to go with something that has no requirement. So yeah, it's not gonna be too much. So you probably gonna have to go with like the Ben Simmons of the world. Where is he at? Kawhi Leonard's of the world. The pros of the world, the Luka Doncic's of the world. You're not going to have too crazy of options. I'm going to be honest. All right, next is the size of escape. Now, I'm going to be honest. I think I'm kind of moving more towards the Damian Lillard. I feel like the Damian Lillard is like a combination of Trae Young and a combination of Curry, where you don't really need that 92-plus ball handle. The Curry is good. It just, the only thing that really separates it from everything is the Curry slide that nobody else is going to be able to have. But it does have the hot back that Damian Lillard has. But I think the Damian Lillard has just better crabs and stuff. And just in general better. Now, Trae Young has the best crabs and all that type of stuff. And it's the fastest speed boost. So, yeah, I feel like the Damian Lillard is pretty much the combination of Trae Young and Stephen Curry. Which I would say is the best tool. But for Damian Lillard to combine everything that both of those really have, it just doesn't really have a good Curry slide alternative. That's the really only thing holding it back, where Trae Young does. Trae Young just doesn't have the hot back where Damian Lillard and Curry does. So yeah, it's really good. But also other good options is Kyrie Irving, if you still want to have the hot back and have a lower like rating, the LeBron James, but it has bad crabs. But if you want to have good crabs and don't really care about the hot back, John Wall. But if you just want to have good animations and good combos, Paul George, Kevin Durant is another good one as well. All right, next, the moving crossover. The meta moving crossover in the game is the Russell Westbrook. This is what everybody pretty much use. I don't use that. I use Jordan Poole. I really just like being different, so that's really all there is to it. I think Chris Paul, the John Wall, are really, really good if you want a really, really fast animation for like the tween or the crossover. Michael Jordan and LeBron probably have the actual best animation when it comes to being an actual true crossover or tween. And then you got stuff like the Lonzo Balls and the James Hardens of the world. But yeah, I think Russell Westbrook probably is the meta one in the game. All right, next is the moving behind the back. Now, when it comes to moving behind the back, I still use Pro, but Scottie Pippen could give it a run for his money because it is pretty much the exact same thing. We now have the Scottie Pippen. We now have the Damian Lillard. So I don't know. The one from last year that I really, really liked, I believe they ended up changing it to Scottie Pippen, but I just don't really like it this year. So to be honest with you, I don't really know. I don't really like a lot of these this year. I think Pro is the best one, and that's what I've really been using the whole year. All right, next is the move and spin. They dropped another one for people that don't want to just strictly rely on spin backs, but all of these can do spin backs. It's just they only have that one spin back, where Basic has all the different spin backs that you possibly can do. And I definitely think that Basic move and spin is the best one in the game because it's spin backs. But if you don't like spin backs and you want to go with something else, just go with any of these 5. All right, next is the movement hesitation. I think the best one in the game is Luka Doncic. It has like the hezzy glitch, but Kevin Durant is good. Zach LaVine is good as well, but I do think Luka Doncic is the best one in the game. All right, next is the moving step back. Now, this one isn't even really close. Moving step back, the best one in the game. The meta one is Luka Doncic. It's that simple. not really nothing to really talk about there. If you want a good alternative for like a really nasty snatchback, James Harden is really good. Jimmy Butler has a good spam, I guess like a hezzy spam. It's not really like a step back, but if you know what I'm talking about from last year, that's in the game. But the thing is, it's really heavily nerfed because of adrenaline boost. So yeah, every single time you do it, it does take adrenaline. But yeah, that is in the game. And then you got Jason Tatum for the snap, for like this side steps, but I don't really like it. I think these are the three that you should be going for those specific reasons. I think Luka Doncic though is the best one by far. All right, next is the triple threat style. The triple threat style I like to go with is Michael Jordan. That's my favorite one. This is probably the most underrated animation package in the game. So you can look through all these and probably find something better for you. But I just like the array of animations that are within this package. Michael Jordan. All right, next is going to be the pass style. Now for the pass style, I went over this. Now we're just saying what is the actual best pass style. I would say it's either LaMelo Ball or Jason Williams. On this build, I'm not going to get Jason Williams. I just think it's just too tough to get Jason Williams on your build, so I am going to get LaMelo. So I probably have to say LaMelo Ball. But if I'm saying the best bang for your bucks, it's definitely Stephen Curry or LeBron. If you're anything but a guard, easily LeBron, because it has the least effect on timing people's jump shots. The only reason I don't think LeBron is really up there because it changes people's timings way too much, and I hate that. I hate when my timings change, and I know when people timing change, they hate it too. All right, next is going to be the best dunk packages. Now when it comes to the best dunk packages, I either go with one of these two-hand dunks. Either I'm going with quick drops off one, or I'm going with the front clutches. I find myself getting blocked more with the front clutches, so I've been going with the quick drops off one pretty much the whole year. But the front clutches is not a bad alternative. I just think quick drops off one is just far better, personally, from my experience. Now when it comes to one-handed dunk packages, you can go with athletic one-handers off one. That's been a staple for my YouTube career. I'm not gonna lie, I've been saying that one since like 18. But you could also go with any of these as well, which I've been saying just as long. Straight arm tomahawks, side arm tomahawks, and cockbacks. Now the cockbacks and sidearms, you're really only gonna be able to use these if you actually know how to use the analog stick to do your left hand and right hand dunks for the situations. But if not, just go with the straight arm tomahawks and you'll be straight. But I don't even use any of those. If I'm going with a one-hand dunk package, I'm going with one of the actual NBA players. I'm going with like a Russell Westbrook, a Michael Jordan, or even a LeBron James. That's just me. So yeah, that's just what I say. When it comes to the rim hangs, I like using Ja Morant for the rim hangs, but I don't use it for anything else, so that's just really what it is. I think another good one for the one-hand dunk package is Clyde. If you want a flashy dunk package, you can go with Michael Jordan or the Vince Carter. Vince Carter is a really good one for flashy. If you don't know, flashy dunks actually do give you an added bonus towards your takeover, so that is another important aspect to going for dunks. So yeah, now when it comes to the contact dunks, you're gonna put on however many you want to put on depending on the situation. So the more packages, the more animations you'll have for said situations. So you can go with the pro off 2 and off 1. You can go with the elite off 2 and off 1, the small off 2 and off 1. You can put on as many, and you're just gonna have more contact dunk animations for more situations. It's just that simple. So yeah, that's really important to have. But if you just want to have the nastiest one, just put on the elites. Those are going to be the nastiest one. That's why they have the highest requirements. But you're going to probably see you're probably going to see like the same animation a lot, because elite has the least animations of the 3 different packages, pro has the most, and small has the second most. So yeah, or second least, it doesn't really matter. Now when it comes to park dunks, again, you're only putting these on to be able to do flashy dunks and get that added bonus to your takeover meter. So you're putting these on strictly for that. You can put on any one of those, that doesn't really matter too much. Big man dunks, I'm putting on one of these under basket regulars, either one hand or two hand. I do find myself seeing two hand miss less and get blocked less, so I do recommend the two hand under basket regular more than anything else. And pretty much everything I said about the content dunks for what's it called, I would say the same thing for standing dunks. The only thing is, for standing dunks, I don't see people use the dunk meter as much for standing dunks, and the dunk meter actually is a big deal when it comes to driving content dunks. Now, when it comes to alley-oops, I think Elite and Zion are really good, but you're not using Elite and Zion if you're using Pro. I think Pro is just a lot slower animation, so it's going to throw off your timings when it comes to timing your oops, because you do have to time oops now. So Elite and Zion are a good combination, but if you do want to use Pro, you're only going to be using Pro if you want to do standing dunks, so pretty much more like big men, maybe even locks, like just taller builds that want to do like standing lobs. So you're only really gonna probably put on pro, but you can use all three if you want to. I just wouldn't recommend it because it does change the timings up a little bit. But now when it comes to like the contact alley-oops and even the park alley-oops, you're putting the park alley-oops on pretty much just to have fun, and they're really, really good. I would actually recommend putting these on more than putting on the actual park dunks. But the elite contact dunks, elite contact alley-oops, you're gonna put on every single one of these animations that your build possibly can, because you have less, like you just have way less ability to control how much frequency and how much you actually be able to get these to activate and just do. So yeah, you're just gonna put on as many as you possibly can. Elite, it's that simple. All right, next is the best layup package in the game. For the best layup package in the game, you got the small guards. I think the best small guard layup package in the game is hands down the Kyrie Irving. If you're not using Kyrie Irving, you can go with Circus. Really, really good though combo for people that like to use Slithery Finisher. I think if you really want to make this get to a whole nother level, you need to be using Slithery Finisher. So yeah, that's just gonna have to, you're gonna have to take a hit on one of your badges, because I know the tier 3s on next gen you're gonna want either like Limitless Takeoff and Posterizer. But I'm telling y'all, Slithery Finisher makes it actually worthwhile. But if you're not using Kyrie, Long Athlete, very good. Long Athlete is probably the best one all around. If you want a good one that's underrated after that, Ja Morant. But if you're big, hands down, Long Athlete is the best layup package in the game. It's not really even nothing to discuss there. You don't really need to use a badge or anything. It's just really, really good. Some people in my comments be like, that's not even that good. But yeah, it is. But John Wall is another good one if you don't really, you know what I'm saying, have the highest requirements. I think if you're talking about 80s, I think John Wall is arguably the best one. So yeah. All right, next is gonna be the dribble pull-up. The dribble pull-up, easily, in my opinion, the best one for the guards, in my opinion, is Donovan Mitchell. This is the one I've been using. It's pretty much the closest you can be able to having like your jump shot being the exact same timing every single time you shoot. So that's why I like it the most. But the meta one is easily Trae Young. I think Ben McLemore is a really underrated one. Another one that a lot of people like is Tyler Hero. Shout out, bro. But my favorite one is definitely Donovan Mitchell. That's the one I would have to recommend. All right, so when it comes to the spin jumpers, it's really easy to go with what you want to go with. But for guards, I think the best ones is the Trae Youngs, the Nate Robinsons, the Stephen Currys, the Pro, the Normal. If you're not a guard, you can't really use any of these. Only ones you can use is Pro and Normal. But I've been saying time and time again that the Pro and Normal are the best ones in the game. So I'm not going to change that now. Those are probably the best ones in the game. I use Pro depending on the situation. So like if I'm not like using it a lot, I'm probably maybe using it once a game. That's probably what I'm gonna go with, because it's just good to throw off your defender. But Normal is the fastest one in the game, so it really has a really good variety. So if you really do spin jumpers, I think this one is the actual better one in the game. Now if you're big, you don't really have the options of a lot of these, so I would definitely just say Normal. All right, next is the hop jumper. For the hop jumper, the one I use Steph Curry, but there are other good ones you can go with. You can go with the James Hardens, you can go with the Kyle Lowrys, you can go with the Steph Currys, you can even go with the Pros, you can even go all the way down here to the Trae Youngs, but that's what I use. When it comes to the taller builds, I've heard Glenn Robinson is good, I've heard Harrison Barnes is really decent. But the one I use either the Devin Booker, the James Harden, or I use pretty much a normal or a basic. Now, if you're a taller build, you're going to probably go with like the Jokic's of the world, the Dirk Nowitzki's of the world, the Kevin Durant's of the world, but you're not even going to really be able to use Pro. You're going to have to go with like a normal, basic, or basic 2. I think if I'm going with any of those, it's either going to be the Jokic, the Dirk, or the normal. That's just what I would say for the hop jumpers. All right, next is going to be the best big man animations, I guess post-score animations. They added the Jordan fade, so that actually could arguably be the best one in the game, but the best one in my opinion is the Pro 2. Kobe fade is good, Jason Tatum is good, but I think Pro 2 is good. I need to see a little bit more on the MJ. When I was playing like the Jordan challenges, it was really good, but I think the Pro 2 is still probably the best. But Jason Tatum is actually not bad either, not gonna lie. Post hook, the best one in the game is definitely Joel Embiid. That's not really even up for debate in my opinion. But if you're only really using this if like you're extremely toxic, so viewer discretion advised. I don't know how I said that like that, but yeah. Post shot, the best one in the game is definitely Kobe Bryant. That's my favorite one. It's been the best one. Kobe fade, like come on now, it's just the best one. It's just the best one. But yeah, man, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you guys want more videos like this, just make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe if you're new, make sure to turn on post notifications. I got more videos coming out. The last season I gave y'all a testing VC glitches. I'm gonna do another one for this season, giving y'all an update. So if you guys did enjoy the last one, just know that's coming very soon. I'm gonna be doing the dribble tutorial this season. 2K didn't drop no animations, they gatekeeping still. I'm not waiting on it. I'm gonna do the tier list, the animation tier list. I'm not making no promises if that's coming out this season, but for sure we're now gonna start working on putting that together, because I gotta make the tier list with every animation on there and everything. So that will be coming. The badges, the takeovers, all that stuff will be coming as well. Just stay tuned. Make sure to drop the likes, make sure to drop the subs if you new. Comment down below to help the algorithm. Share this video to anybody I think will help. Turn on post notifications to be the first to all the videos, all that good stuff out the way though. I hope you guys did enjoy, but without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz, and I have to be, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!